So, this video is going to be a little different. Not really going to be anything new, but it's going to be a little more in-depth. Start a story. And it's kind of weird being able to see the entire thing all at once, along with the other ships with the render distance on Bedrock for PC. It's really shocking that I can see everything at once. It makes everything look smaller, but I mean, it's not really all that small at all. I'm not gonna be able to pull out a map. I don't believe I have one on my character. Nope. Alright. But, so you can see all the different projects, the unfinished Death Star. I don't even remember what that is. Alright, there's gonna be like a Valor class ship. But we're gonna focus on the Star Destroyer for this one. I believe it's like 770 blocks long. It's gonna be a little more of a detailed video compared to all the other tours that have been conducted on here. Story behind it: it was summer break between my sophomore and junior year of high school. I just wanted to do something ambitious, so me and a friend of mine started this. Had a couple of people help me fill in these large areas, but I put hundreds of hours into this thing. This was basically my entire summer on Xbox One, which you can go back and look at those really old videos on my channel. Pretty dated, they show, but I kept them on there just because it shows the process. So yep, every block was laid by hand, painstakingly. It's still not finished. I just have not worked on it. If I go back, there would be some things I would change, such as these. These shouldn't be straight. These should be angled like that, all the way down. And I think I corrected that on my How to Lay Out a Star Destroyer episode, or it showed it in that video, I should say. But yeah, this was a very painstaking task to do all this detailing, which Front Ghost of the Host 6 did most of this detailing on the sides, while I did the bulk of, I did all the laying out. I laid out the entire ship. And a lot of the filling in. But the exterior is almost done. It's the interior that really needs the help. I built the Tantive 4 in here. It's kind of hard trying to build it inside of this, but yeah. There's the TIE Fighter hangars. I would like to do a little bit more with this. Get some more of them filled up in these bays. The reference I had for this was, I mean, obviously I had references from photos from A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith, but I also have the cross-section books that go through and give you some sort of idea on what's on the inside of the ship. The interior is nowhere near accurate. It was just something I threw together. I'm thinking about keeping the existing sections that I have, altering maybe a couple of rooms, but I do plan on going through and adding a lot more detail to it, such as adding more lights in here, because you can barely see anything. Let's raise the gamma up so we can try to see it. I think that's it. I'm used to Xbox. Yeah, that worked. But now you can see a little bit better. That's what's going on. Like, I got all these sealed off doors. There's nothing on the other side. So this is the heavy vehicle depot. It really doesn't make sense for it to be here because how the vehicle's going to get out, I don't know. Let's make our way up here. This is the hangar control area. Old hologram projector screen type thing with the stained glass panes. This is one for the vehicle bay. Again, this is from like 2015-16, so it is fairly dated, especially since it was on Xbox It was on Xbox One edition of Minecraft before Bedrock was even a thing. Yeah, that's how you would load onto these AT-ATs, which I've got a very old tutorial on my channel on how to do those. It's very, very, very poorly done, but it still works. I mean, that's how I still reference them every once in a while if I want to build something like this. But again, I do have plans on correcting a lot of these things. It's going to take a long time, but it is something I'm planning on doing. Here's the other side of the control room, I guess you would say. It's just a conference room, another conference room or strategic room or whatever you want to call it. This is one of the rooms that I will be getting rid of. This one makes no sense being here. Don't know what it's supposed to be. I think I had it like as a hyperdrive core or something like that. I don't know. Medical bay is okay. I'll probably just replicate this and put it on this side when it's somewhat useful. Same thing with the weapon room, which has the exit. This is it's okay. I'll probably keep it and do the same thing, replicate it on that side. But I need to make hallways branching out to different areas. This room is going to be storage. I have no idea why I have beds in here. That makes no sense either. A lot of things on here that don't make sense at all. So this is the entrance to the weapons room. And let's go up here. This is where I had started adding like actual crew quarters, which makes a little more sense. The redstone was getting kind of annoying, but it was getting there. There's a lot of these rooms, and not all of them are finished. It was just something I had started. It's also before sea lanterns, so it's nothing but beacons for lights. I also need to find a better way of doing this elevator system, because these are supposed to be like the officer quarters and whatnot, and they're just very awkwardly placed in this elevator shaft, I guess you would say. But I'm going to redo all those as well, because they have no need being right up on the elevator. Need to be some or sort of hallway for them to go through. Alright. Now let's go this way. This window is actually on the back of the bridge. It's just another hologram room. I'm not really sure what the purpose is going to be for it. It's just filler. Here's another one. It's got like a Star Destroyer out of carpets. Let's go up. And here is the main bridge. I'm fine with this being the way it is. It works well for me. You can actually see everything, which is really weird. It's very weird being able to see everything with this render distance. Kind of gives you a sense of scale as well, because it's just so far away you can barely tell it moves. Let's go up one more level. This goes to the actual observation deck, which I believe was in the cross section, but I just eyeballed or assumed it would just be a small room like this. There's the map. So that's an Xbox One map, and that thing is almost as long as it is. So it's a decent sized ship. It wouldn't fit on an Xbox 360 world. It was as wide as a 360 world, which says a lot, to be honest. Although the green arrows are item frames. So, but I'm going to show something I don't think I've shown in a video before about this ship. And that is how empty it is, and why I make, or why I'm making plans on updating it and finishing it. Let's go this way. I'm going down again, because we're gonna need some night vision. 3 minutes of work. Alright, so I'm just gonna bust through the floor. And get that hole filled up. There we go. So I got the reactor core. That's the bulb on the bottom of the ship. I actually need to make a reactor room for it. But as you can see, this is just a large empty vessel. There are things I plan on changing again. We're adding like the rooms that go to the turrets should have windows you can see out of them, but we never did anything with them. See all the framework, all the gold blocks are for measurements. All these recessed areas and glowstone sections are from the detailing on the edges of the ships. I don't quite remember what this is. Oh, this is another room that you can see out of in one of those detailed areas. And then now we're above the hangars, which take up a large section of the ship. But in reality, the ship is supposed to be almost like a, I guess you call it a layered cake or something. There's layers and layers of rooms that need to be occupying this space. Make it a little more lively as well. Fix some of these hallways. Yeah. I mean, the rooms that I do have existing, they are large, such as the medical room or the weapons bay. These are the officer rooms. Again, fairly large. There's some more of them. These are the ones that were going up the ladder. I think I'm going to make them go out to the bridge and add some small windows for them to look out of. Same thing right here. These are smaller observation decks. Need to be connected somewhere. But yeah, the ship is. I mean, I'm very proud of it. A lot of labor went into it. See all the detail that's in it. The back of it's not as detailed, as you can see, which is right after glowstone was added. Or not glowstone, but sea lanterns. But yeah, I love this project, and I wish I never stopped. That way it could be finished now, but I lost interest for a little bit. And while we were building this, I would take breaks and work on this. This is the acclimator, which I have a... Oh, my potion show's going out. I have a new updated version that I built on PC. It's a lot better than this one, but scale-wise it's bigger, so it wouldn't really match the Star Destroyer. My phone is blowing up. But I will be going through and doing a small tour of each one of these ships as well, and what I would like to do differently to them. Just so that's out there. Also with the ground was supposed to be Coruscant. The story behind it, which is on these signs down here. The story behind it was that the Rebel Alliance had captured this old decommissioned Venator Star Destroyer from the Clone Wars, and is trying to leave Coruscant, which is where they apprehended it, and they are being blocked by a Star Destroyer and an acclimator. That's the whole story behind it. I don't know why I was doing the Death Star. I think I just wanted to add it on there. But yeah, that is really the story behind this ship, and I'll go on to these ones at a later date. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.